Oh,
thinks you're on the ground.
Okay, no, I'm not on the ground. I'm actually in the UK, so I'm going to provide a non-American perspective on what's going on, maybe.
Perfect. How's it going?
Yeah, it's very good. British weather outside.
Great. Well, maybe an easy first question, since you're joining us from the UK. Obviously, this is being framed as an American issue. It's happening at our Federal Communications Commission and in our Senate and Congress. So why, should folks who don't live in the United States care about what happens here when it comes to net neutrality?
I think the big issue, well, two main issues. The first one is that ISPs everywhere are looking on like vultures. What happens in America, the rest of the world pays attention to. And if ISPs are allowed to destroy net neutrality in America, then it gives them a precedent, the ISPs are precedent everywhere to push for changes in local net neutrality laws, wherever they are. So, it's and obviously, a large part of the internet traffic is in America and passing through America. So what happens there matters everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. And, unfortunately, I would say, U.S. internet policy tends to have an outsized effect on the rest of the world. So, regulators and politicians everywhere are sort of watching what's happening here and then looking to replicate it. So definitely this fight in the United States is going to have profound implications for people all over the place. So tell us a little bit more about yourself, and your organization and the work that you do and how it connects to this.
Well, I'm a cyber privacy researcher at Pro Privacy. We're a company that is involved in, and we just expanded. We used to be bestvpn.com, but we're much more interested in expanding into all elements of privacy and personal privacy. So yeah, we review privacy software, particularly trying to review open source software at the moment. And provide guides and how-tos and cyber defense guides, that sort of thing. So I've been working on that for about 6 years now. I've worked with you guys before on the net neutrality question, your debate on Reddit. So we're basically involved in all things privacy. So I've been writing about privacy for, as I say, quite a few years now.
Got it. And, it's interesting because here, these issues are definitely connected. The same, lawmakers that have been largely lined up against net neutrality protections in the U.S. also voted to gut our internet privacy rules and allow internet service providers to collect and sell our personal information to advertisers. So it really is something where it's like, these politicians are giving giant handouts to telecom companies, not just to violate our free speech by undermining net neutrality and controlling the free flow of information online, but also to undermine our privacy, our ability to use the internet safely. Do you see those issues as connected in your work as well?
Yeah, I mean, what happened in America, particularly the legislators allowing ISPs to sell users' private data for advertising purposes is quite shocking, to be honest. I mean, I like to think it wouldn't happen over here, but who knows what's going to happen in my country at the moment. So, I mean, what happens in America is always going to be paid attention to by everyone. I'll say, I mean, they are connected. The same people who destroy the private privacy for internet users are the same people who have both lobbied for it and paid huge amounts of money for it, and the politicians who put through the legislation that, are basically giving ISPs control over everything they used to do. So when it comes to getting rid of privacy protections, allowing them to sell that data for profit, when it comes to net neutrality, allowing them to define user internet experience, what they can and can't watch, which services they can use or are likely to use. It's probably more like nudging people in the right direction rather than you can and you can't do that. But by putting preferential treatment on bandwidth and pricing and things like that, they will definitely nudge people into behaving certain ways on the internet.